Hello, welcome back. This is Kenshin 1913, and we are Let's Playing Gabriel Knight, Blood of the Sacred, Blood of the Damned. And in the last episode, Gabriel found out that Montreux is the vampire people. Now we're going to go downstairs and talk to some of the group. Honestly, I don't know what... I mean, you as the player know that they're vampires. There's really no reason to bother interrogating any of these ladies. Although Emilio is still... Mr. Baza... still kind of, Here these three are. Let's talk to them.
Hi, Grace.
Hi. What are you guys doing?
We hold the ecumenical conference of spies.
However, we already have one American present.
Not the one you want, though, huh? Oh, well, can't win them all.
Bit.
Where is Gabe, by the way? Any, news?
I haven't heard from him. I'll let you know if I do.
Okay.
That it?
I don't want to talk to them again right now.
Oh, come on, you know you want to talk to them. Let's talk to Estelle. What does she know about... What does she know about everything? Egyptian things.
I heard Lady Howard mention some Egyptian artifacts that were found here.
I don't know what you mean.
If I show you my copy of Le Serpent Rouge, will you tell me about the Egyptian artifacts?
Follow me.
Ooh, where'd the cup go?
Good. Lily's having a bath. Oh, she's been so distraught lately. She hasn't been in the mood to talk about the mystery. Dr. Wen found these objects when he was digging here 20 years ago. He became convinced that the Rennes mystery was deeply tied with Egyptology. He believes there's a seed of alien wisdom buried here, a seed similar to that planted in Egypt.
Huh. So, where did Dr. Wen find these artifacts anyway?
On the back of Mount Cardew, in a cave. He said it headed off into further caverns, but he never got the chance to explore them before his accident.
His accident?
Yes. Didn't you know?
Oh, my.
That cave is on private land now. Not that it matters. It was just one of the many storage caves of the Atlanteans. The seed itself is the real treasure. It was placed based on cosmic alien logic.
Oh, boy.
Unfortunately, Dr. Wen's latest calculations still seem to be a bit off.
I'm not surprised. That cosmic alien logic's a bitch. Can I just look at the pictures, please?
Oh, of course. I'm sorry.
So their leads are way off. Yeah, I don't know.
What's this?
Dr. Wen never identified it. Odd, isn't it?
Can I borrow this photograph? I promise I'll get it back to you.
In exchange for Le Serpent Rouge?
Deal. I better go. Good luck, Estelle.
Thank you, Grace. Of course, I wish you the same.
Alright, so there we go. As Grace leaves, you notice Emilio comes out of his room and heads downstairs. I don't notice him at all. The only thing I can think of is adding that photo in the
I can't scan that into Sydney.
Why not?
I have my doubts about Dr. Wen's seed, but this looks Egyptian, all right. It also looks like something a vampire might use. I can't scan that into Sydney.
You can scan whatever you want. Alright, let's go outside again. Where's Emilio's room anyways?
Hi, Simone. Have you seen Mr. Knight?
No, not this evening. Is he... Missing, mademoiselle?
Missing? No, I didn't know if he had gotten back yet. Thanks. Oh, God.
Let's try going outside. Maybe he's outside already. Where is Emilio?
Mr. Baza's next door to us. I don't know what I'd say to him if he answered.
Yeah, you're supposed to get out.
I don't... No one's in there. I don't have anything. To scan that. It's the artifact.
Alright. Yeah, Emilio is supposed to pop out of his room. What about if I use the cup? Open up the cup and use the cup on the door.
No one's in there.
No, let's leave and see if we can meet Emilio. Maybe I missed him. I think the churchyard's this way. Or no, maybe it's the other. No, it's this way. Nope. There we go. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so apparently we didn't see him walking. Yeah, but we gotta follow Emilio. Yeah, apparently he's going to... He's gonna talk to, what's his name's, buddy here. Prince James's buddy.
Please.
The reverence is not for you.
I know that.
You should not be here. You should not be anywhere near this place.
They do not know I'm here.
You had better hope not. We have enough to worry about with the baby.
Has there been any confirmation that he's the Kanosh Kanaya?
No, the signs are ambiguous. We won't know for certain until he's old enough to show his will.
But if you do not know, they cannot know either.
I'm certain they do not, but they will take his blood anyway.
Bastards.
And it may be enough.
Of course, we must stop them.
How? You have been watching Mr. Knight?
Yes, you were right about his family. He has his own destiny to fulfill in all of this. And the girl has found the entrance to the temple.
It may be too late. We're almost out of time.
Not until midnight. I have tried to prepare them as best I could, but it is almost cruel to send him in.
Do you foresee something?
I have told you, I will not foretell the outcome, but the forces arrayed below will be terrible.
He will not be sent alone. When can we start?
Give me time to speak with him. I will call you at the villa.
Very well. Till then.
Yeah, it seems like Emilio has got himself a lot of explaining to do, and apparently Grace can just hide and not be seen, period. Yeah, wow. Wow. Wow, is all I have to say. You'd have to be blind not to see her there. Unless their sight is based on movement like Tyrannosaurus Rex's.
Oh my god, what is going on?
I don't know, but we better go talk to Emilio now. And yeah, apparently there's a long sequence of events that is going to happen. So prepare for whatever. There he goes. Back into the hotel, upstairs. We're gonna follow him. So yeah, get ready.
I think it's time we had a talk, Mr. Baza. You left that copy of Le Serpent Rouge at the museum for me, didn't you?
Yes.
And the little notes at the center of the circle and the arms of the hexagram.
Can I move
Guilty as charged.
I don't get it. If you wanted to help Gabriel and I, why didn't you just be open about it?
I must be very careful that certain people do not know that I am here.
You're part of the secret brotherhood, aren't you? You and Mesme.
You are correct about Mesme. He is with the Brotherhood, but I am not. I haven't been for some time.
And Montreux, he's one of the others, the ones who steal the blood?
Yes. They call themselves adepts of the holy blood, but they are vampires, pure and simple.
I don't understand. Why doesn't the Brotherhood just stop the vampires?
If you are to understand what we're up against, you must know the whole story. Listen.
Let's hear it. Are you gonna do it?
The secret brotherhood are the weavers of the bloodline. It is a process intricately linked to the stars. The birth of the Divine One, the one the Brotherhood calls the Kenosh Kanaya, can only happen during certain planetary alignments with the constellation Osiris. Just over 2,000 years ago was the last such configuration. The Brotherhood was expecting something profound. They tried frantically to read the signs and omens. There were many branches of the bloodline, even back then. One was the House of David, and it was to this branch that the signs pointed. So the Brotherhood used their influence and a bit of magic to convince the current heir, Joseph, to marry his betrothed before the date prescribed by Jewish tradition. Mary conceived. The signs for the birth were auspicious, a conjunction of two. The secret brotherhood are the weavers of the bloodline. It is a process intricately linked to the stars. The birth of the Divine One, the one the Brotherhood calls the Kenosh Kanaya, can only happen during certain planetary alignments with the constellation Osiris. Just over 2,000 years ago was the last such configuration. The Brotherhood was expecting something profound. They tried frantically to read the signs and omens. There were many branches of the bloodline, even back then. One was the House of David, and it was to this branch that the signs pointed. So the Brotherhood used their influence and a bit of magic to convince the current heir, Joseph, to marry his betrothed before the date prescribed by Jewish tradition. Mary conceived. The signs for the birth were auspicious, a conjunction of two planets, Jupiter and Mercury. This created a star, a certain sign of success. But the Jewish king, Herod, heard of the birth of a Davidic heir and threatened the infant's life. The Brotherhood took the family to Egypt, and the young god was reared there, tutored in the ways of the infinite.
So Jesus was the Kenosh Kanaya?
Oh yes, he was what we had awaited. The open portal between man and the infinite. The one who could see the fabric of the universe and alter it at will.
Wow.
But he was also a Jew. Jesus insisted on studying the Torah, learning his heritage. As he read the tales, he became convinced that he was the Jewish Messiah. From the Brotherhood's point of view, it was a limited ambition, and yet who were we to tell the Divine One what he was or was not?
What happened?
He returned to Jerusalem. A few of the Brotherhood went with him to watch over him. What we didn't realize, perhaps because we were not Jews, was that Jesus intended to fulfill the prophecies. All of them.
What about the vampires? Where do they come in?
I will try to explain. You see, the Brotherhood collected blood samples for study and testing before they selected brides. There were certain magical rites performed. There had always been rumors that some of these priests had dared imbibe the blood to steal power for themselves. Of course, such things were taboo, and when these rumors surfaced among the initiates, they were harshly scolded. But when Jesus was being reared in Egypt, there was a young initiate who envied his strange abilities. He began to whisper to his friends that to truly serve the Kenosh Kanaya, the priesthood ought also to be immortal, just like the Kenosh Kanaya himself.
Jesus was immortal?
In a sense, he could reweave the fabric of his body at will, just as he could those of others. He could have healed his own wounds, but he chose to perform the sacrifice the prophecies demanded. It wouldn't have been much of a sacrifice had he rescinded.
So what happened with the young initiate?
His name was Sine, and one of the boys he persuaded was Ali, son of the Brotherhood's headmaster. Ali wasn't a bad boy, but he loved Jesus and liked the idea of living with him forever. Fortunately, he approached his father about it one night. When the headmaster heard of the heresy, he exploded. Sine and his followers were expelled. Only Ali remained, having repented his ignorance. But Sine and his followers didn't give up. Sine grew bitter. He decided they would steal the blood. He kept his eyes on the conclave, but could never get close. When Jesus left for Jerusalem, they managed to keep it secret from Sine. He did not arrive in Israel until it was too late.
So Sine's group, the Adepts, are still after the blood.
Even worse, they found it. Jesus had heirs, 2 sons. That was the one thing he did agree to do for the Brotherhood's sake. His sons were only human. They'd missed the window of Osiris, but they survived to have descendants.
Now the window is open again.
Yes.
Is the baby, Charlie, the Kenosh Kanaya?
We do not know. It depends on how well the vine has been woven. It depends on many things. Sadly, it may not matter. Where the Brotherhood has woven for 2,000 years, the Adepts have tasted. The bloodline grew too broad for the Brotherhood to protect each descendant every minute. And as the vampires succeeded in stealing here and there, they grew in power and in corruption. They will resort to anything for the blood. Blackmail, murder, even black magic.
They've been mixing the blood as you have, but in their own bodies.
Exactly. And they've been doing it for so many generations that they've changed, physically. It is a result of the blood, but even more, the result of corruption. You see, the power they have is stolen. It is not theirs. Even so, they are strong. The Brotherhood does not taste of the forbidden fruit. They're no match for the Adepts anymore. And the baby's blood may be enough to tip them over the threshold, even if he's not all we think he might be.
So, what will happen if they take his blood?
Montreux will be king of the world, Rex Mundi incarnate.
God. Ah, it's Gabriel. Thank heaven.
Thank heaven indeed. We have quite nearly run out of time. May we meet in your room, Ms. Nakamura?
Alright, here we are. Yay.
So they chased me for miles. Good thing I had the Harley.
God is good.
Yeah, vanity works too.
It's time we talked about the temple. We must reach the Holy of Holies before midnight.
The temple?
I've been trying to tell you. Sydney helped me find it.
There will be traps to keep out the uninitiated.
He means those who are not initiated into the mysteries.
Gabe's read a lot of mysteries, haven't you, bud?
No, my friend. The hermetical mysteries. This is why Mesme must go with you. I would go, but I dare not risk it while the adepts are down there.
I'd like to go.
I was hoping you would stay here with me, Grace. We can use Mesme's radio to stay in contact with the others. They may need some of your computer expertise.
But...
3. 3 is the number that will best protect the group. Myself, Gabriel, and... I believe Mr. Mosley is a trained police officer?
Hell yeah, I'll go. I got a gun in my room. But, there aren't really any vampires down there. Are there?
A few. If I know Montreux, he will admit only his most trusted allies tonight. For such a prize as the baby, he might be challenged. His kind are not known for their loyalty.
Yikes.
what about the treasure?
God willing, we must remove it to safer keeping.
Wait a minute. This is about the kid. I'm not putting my butt on the line so you guys can get rich.
It's not what you think.
I assure you, the baby is the first priority for us all.
Just don't get too far ahead of me, bucko. Now let's see that map.
Where is this thing?
We are very close.
She said it was... Yep, she was right.
Whoa.
Here goes nothing.
Be careful.
Boy.
Was that really necessary?
Stop whining. Look at this place.
Wait. Everything here could be a trap.
What? You want to lead?
No, just be wary. Mosley and I will follow.
Sounds good to me.
Great.
Alright, so here we are inside the Temple of Solomon. First thing I'm going to do is save my game. And I'm going to save it in a different spot. And here we are in the Temple of Solomon. And now we have to figure out... Our first move must be the tile in the first horizontal roll. It's the third tile. So let's talk to Gracie.
We're in this big room. The floor reminds me of the floor in the church. Black and white tiles. Mean anything to you?
Yes! It's a chessboard!
Alright, so... if we go to inspect the floor...
Any more tidbits on the chessboard thing?
How big is it?
I'm about the size of a playing piece in relation to it.
Then maybe you should act like one.
Alright, well... if we inspect it, we can actually see this thing here. Your first move must be to the tile in the first horizontal row. I started with the third tile from the left, but there are other solutions. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, so you can only move like a knight. No, I didn't want to do that. Alright, so...
We're in this big room.
Alright, so let's, I guess this one. The knight has to move. He moves up. He moves like that. And then he moves here, I guess. What do I gotta touch all these things? Yeah, okay, so you can only move like a knight, and you're gonna land on these things. Alright, so... yeah, I'm gonna have to look up this stuff. I'm actually gonna save the game, and the next episode we will continue on. I know if this is a short one, you know, what are you gonna do? So I'll be back in the next episode, and we'll do some more trials, I guess. Bye-bye.